Hey, welcome back to Steps to Make, or if this is your first visit here on this amazing channel, then you just need to know that my name is Sigita. I'm sharing my experiences traveling New Zealand at the moment. Who knows what happens in the future, but it will be all about different stays, amazing food, experiences, and so on around the globe. This video, in fact, will be about New Zealand, and not only because it's very famous of its many ways of things called kiwi, or its sheep, where there are plenty out there, or also seasonal jobs. Today we're putting a point on the seasonal jobs. So you might be going to the supermarket on normal basis, you know, or maybe you go just to the market, really doesn't matter. But there's a very simple purchase you might do in a season, which is you go and you get some cherries for yourself. These ones in particular are New Zealand ones, and yeah, they look super dark, they are extremely delicious, and the industry is massive. Just so you know, it's pretty much one of the highest price industries when it comes to the crop, and also the fruit. Season is very short. You might be asking, why a girl like me, all girly, and so on, is picking up a topic about seasonal jobs? Well, actually, just between you and me, this was my second cherry picking season. Yes, I did carry around the super heavy litter. I get those buckets filled up, and yeah, I'm pretty afraid of heights, but still I managed to do it. And again, I have to say it was so worth it. Not the easiest way, but definitely good money, which I will break down to you later how exactly you can get it. But now, just to give you the full insight into how massive the industry is. There are massive plantations of cherry orchards in New Zealand. In fact, 90% of all cherry orchards are placed in central Otago, where I'm at this very moment. More than 20 orchards just in Cromwell itself, in Cromwell area, Alexandra, Clyde, and so on. As New Zealand cherries has the highest price in overseas markets, therefore it's pretty easy to find a seasonal job here in the area in specific period, in specific season, cherry season, which is from December up to end of January, sometimes even till mid-February. You might be asking, but where to find this job, you know, because it's not like there are people out there asking you, hey, come and work for us. Sometimes that might happen though too, but in normal basis, you would just search on Google Cromwell cherry orchards, and then you would go to their homepages, and they absolutely will have this button somewhere showing apply for the seasonal job, and then you just click on it, fill out the form, super easy, usually does not take more than 5 minutes, and I'm pretty sure they will ask you to come and work for them. There are several reasons why I am back again the second season to do this super hard job. Well, my top one reason, just out of the top of my head, is money. And just so you know, last year I made 8,000 on a hand, doing 1.5 months of cherry picking work, and now this month it's up to 10,000 on a hand, because I kind of felt like my body already knew what it's doing. I knew how to pick, I got all the tips and tricks in my pocket, and I'm just ready to roll on from the very first day. But I will obviously, in this video, you want to stick around, I will share them all with you, so in case if you choose to go for all this money here in New Zealand, then you know exactly how to do it. My favorite part of this video, tips and tricks of cherry picking and how to get those buckets rolling in. Tip number 1, use tape that you would usually use on your muscles. You want to use and cut them so they can fit you on your finger. That will save you big time. You will still have to moisturize your hands a lot, because this is the main tool that you will use to pick, but tape will help massive. Trust me, you don't want to skip even a day without them. Tip number 2. There will be a specific requirement for a bucket to be called a full bucket, but there are ways how to go around it. So if it's not against orchard rules, then you can take one bucket that you have with you, you can pour it into a new bucket, and that will place cherries in the new bucket a little bit differently, so it will make it look fuller, but actually you will save cherries because then you will still have some left in your own bucket for the next one that you will jump on a tree and get full again. So if you pour it every single time, you might be able to save and get extra 1 up to 2 buckets every single day. Tip number 3. If you are going into this strictly for the money, as we are, then you want to be ready. You want to plan your day, so when you're done with your first day, make sure you go to bed quite early, around 8 or 9 p.m. So you can be all ready for 6 a.m. start, usually 6 or 6:30 for most orchards in the area. Tip number 4, be ready, be prepared, make sure that you do it the day before. So you want to have your lunch with you, you want to use and have with you sunscreen, water, whatever you need in that day. Also, you don't want to be chasing things around the orchard, so you want to have it all in your bag. Orchards will give you also the water, they will have sunscreen, but then again, when you need it, you will have to go out of your row and just use your expensive time to look for things. You don't want that to happen, so you want to have it all with you, prepared and ready to go. And tip number 5, really hard to learn, at least for me, I'm still trying to manage it, but you want to be picking all the time with both hands. You don't want to be leaning to get some cherries. Better technique is to move the ladder closer to the cherries so you can move more comfortably, and you will save again a lot of time. The whole cherry picking is all about saving time where you can, especially if it will be your first season.
My last cherry. 2021-2022 season is over.
Last day of cherry picking season. Woo! We did it!
Finally. It's been 2 months now.
Yeah, 2 months, but now it's time for us to go home, get changed, and explain you how did we get all that money. So yeah.
Well, this is so much better.
Hello.
And now, with no further ado, Arthur's favorite part, the stage is all yours.
Okay, let's break it down. Let's start. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just really happy because the season just basically is over, and finally we can enjoy what we saved. So big goals, big videos, and just big projects are coming on. So subscribe if you haven't done that, and okay, let's do this. My name is Arthur. Usually I'm behind the camera, not today, but I will not keep it this long. I will just show you what you need to do just to earn more and faster. Okay, let's start. Use this code CAE is the New Zealand Seasonal Worker Tax Code. Use that, you will need to pay less taxes and you will just get more money faster. Use this. Okay, in the last 2 months we worked 38 days. So per day you need to earn $313. So it means every day if you come to the work, they will tell you the bucket rate, what you're picking in that day. It could be 7, 8, 9 or $10, even more or even less. But these are the numbers with what I'm using today. So for $7, you need to pick 45 buckets in that day. For $8, you need to pick 39 buckets per day. For $9, 35 buckets, and for $10, 31 bucket. So as you understood, the biggest, but of course the rate, like $10 sounds good, but bigger rate, the harder it is to pick cherries. So always remember that. Bigger rate, harder to pick cherries. So remember. Per day, $313. For $7, 45 buckets. $8, 39 buckets. For $9, 35 buckets. And for $10, 31 bucket. So these are basically numbers that you need to remember. Small tips and maybe even fun facts. Total buckets we picked is 2,785 buckets. So that's a lot, and for this season it's definitely much bigger number than our last year. It's around 14,000 kilograms. My tip what I'm giving to you today is I'm wearing a watch. So I don't have it right now, but yeah, a watch, because I can check my time, how fast I am, and if I'm getting slower by the end of the day, I can always keep up the pace and just, you know, keep myself accountable, just like work, and so that's what you do. You go in and for 7 hours you just pick cherries, and it's a good money. It's a really good money if you are ready to work and you have fast fingers. But yeah, wear a watch, and our motto for our Latvian group motto for last year and this year was pick good pick good trees fast, but bad trees faster. So yeah, keep that in mind and enjoy your next season. So maybe we'll see you there, maybe not. Okay, see you.